Viewer discretion advised. This video contains spoilers. Hello everyone and welcome to my freak show. I am Mary Girl Moody and this video is brought to you by my awesome patrons. Become a member for only $1 and earn exclusive access to my videos, patron-only group and parodies. Link is in the description, and huge shout out to brand new patron, Merrick C. Thank you dearly, Merrick, for having so much faith in my little channel. Writers of episode 2 are Ned Martell, Charlie Carver, and Manny Cotto. So let's dive into episode 2. Our Geno wakes up to find himself tied to a long table. I honestly don't think I could describe what happens to Geno on my channel, but thankfully, it was abruptly halted when the killer sees a military tattoo on Geno's chest. Remember, at the end of episode 1, he was kidnapped by the killer. So it seems that our killer has no problem hurting the gay community, but he absolutely takes a stand on hurting military men. I mean, at least he has some standards. He puts Geno back to sleep and places him back on the street. And after the opening credits, Hannah informs Sam that he has Cryptosporidium. That's an amoeba that infects your poo. And Hannah tells Sam that even though it's quite rare, at least 4 other men have come in with it in the past month. So in Hannah's waiting room, though, we do see some familiar faces and some that would make the mama cry. Good Lord, the killer is in this room and Mr. Whiteley, and he is just, I don't know. But one of the young women there, she's talking to one of the guys that we see from the club usually. And there's another guy hiding behind a Time magazine. She wants to know why he's there, and dun dun dun, it's the killer. Mr. Whiteley is his name, and he is seeing Dr. Hannah because he has a rash on his foot that will not go away. Adam goes to see Geno at the newspaper about his roommate Sully, hoping that maybe Geno's gonna help him out. But he sadly discovers that Geno was abducted. And Geno does write and print an article about it in his newspaper and about how much the police are ignoring it. And this places significant stress on his relationship with Patrick. Adam, now, he's finally angry at what's happening at their community, and I love it. He teams up with Geno to go find the killer. Yes! Oh, baby, I love this. Let's go with this team in the house. They distribute papers and they get people talking, especially when they start posting on city streets, on lamp corners, on corners, that the police aren't doing anything. And unfortunately, that left Adam open to be taken by the police. They literally yank him off the street to question him in the police station. And Patrick is there too, saying, look, I tried to help you. Why are you saying cops are crap? Basically, the police don't like the fact that Adam is out there telling people there's a killer, and the police are straight up ignoring it. So Adam gets pimp slapped cruising style and locked up. I would have to say that scene was not the first shock in this episode. I think I was ready for a naked man coming in and pimp slapping Adam at this point. Though Patrick does make sure that Adam is released and is no longer harmed. Now, Fran and her ladies are back to talk to Geno about making the newspaper include lesbians rather than just only feature gay men. And to satisfy them, Geno allows 2 of the ladies to write for the paper just for a limited time. And as Geno leaves the newspaper, Barbara, Patrick's ex-wife, approaches him, and she wants to get all showy to him about a box that she found hidden in her house that they shared while she and Patrick were married. And she shows him the inside of this box, which she didn't know about, and Geno didn't either. So she tells Geno that she feels firmly that Patrick is lying about things to her and to Geno, but he absolutely dismisses her. After Adam is released from jail, his friend invites him to a party, and on the way home, a woman on the subway screams at him that something is coming for him. I mean, she could be a psychic, but I'm absolutely positive that Adam just ordered a pizza for delivery before he got onto the subway, and she's telling him that it's on his way. Like a prehistoric kind of DoorDash. Over at Geno and Patrick's house, Geno is angry AF that the police didn't do anything about his abduction, and they also aren't actively investigating it. Patrick tries to defend his brothers in blue, and the two decide to go out together to the bars to see if maybe they can find the killer themselves. Now guys, just a tiny reminder to click that like button and maybe even consider subscribing. YouTube will finally love me one day the way that you do. Thank you so much. I love you. Now back to the video. A young man named Stuart is given a Mai Tai by the bartender, but Stu just kind of icks at it and just drinks a beer. But when he leaves the bar, I have no idea why, but he answers the payphone outside and accepts an invitation from Sam, who is on the other end of the line, to go to his house. Okay, we're going to talk about this stupidity here in just a moment, okay? Now, despite knowing that a killer is attacking gays and being told profusely to stay inside, Adam goes out to a party where Edward Mott is basically giving a poetry reading. Adam feels uncomfortable during the whole reading, and he goes outside and ends up talking with Theo. The two actually decide that they do kind of have some things in common and to go get something to eat, while Geno and Patrick go to a gay bar called The Ditch to look for the killer. And the two talk about Patrick's potential secrets and their incompatibilities at the bar. And while they're there, a man is given a Mai Tai and stabbed in the neck. Guys, right there in the club. I mean, it may be dark in there, I get that, but it was a public place. It's gotta take balls as big as church bells to kill someone in a public place like a nightclub. Ooh, damn. Now, Fran calls Hannah to tell her the truth about the virus that she's studying and wants to talk to her in person. She tells her to meet in Central Park, where Hannah sees Big Daddy, but is saved by Fran, who tells Hannah that the U.S. government is trying to kill vulnerable people, which if that was the case, why didn't Big Daddy just kill Hannah and Fran right there? He's definitely not above going for, 2 for 1. He likes to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so he just honestly seems like the kind of person to me that likes to get things done. So I'm really surprised he didn't kill them both. But over at Sam's house, he has poor Stuart locked in a dungeon, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sam is absolutely despicable. And such a great fucking character. I mean, damn those damn writers. Patrick and Geno are back home, and Geno tells Patrick that, he basically stays quiet all the time. Even when Geno was kidnapped, Patrick didn't ask him questions. He didn't ask him anything. He was quiet about it. And being quiet means secrets. And Patrick is the quietest one of all. And the episode ends with Patrick getting a call from work and going to a new crime scene. The killer has left a clue in a very beautiful shot. I have to say, I really love this shot right here where they go to the crime scene. But the killer left a cute little handy Halloween decoration above an entrance door, with every hand being from a different victim. I mean, if the police had a bad time before, they're going to have a bad time now. Forensics in 81, there's no way they could have identified those hands. So sad for them. They should have done something in the beginning. Anyway, guys, I liked this episode. However, it really wasn't as good as the first. And I really fucking hate Sam. I absolutely love Geno, Adam, and Theo. And I truly want Patrick and Geno to work out. But I honestly think that he deserves better than Patrick. Somebody who just wants to live in secret where Geno wants to live out. They have so much difference. I mean, that's a huge difference. So I really do hope that it works out, but I do want better for my Geno. I hope that Adam and Geno continue also to be a team on the search for the killer along with Theo. I really love seeing the chemistry of the three of them. I mean, they are fantastic actors. And I really want something good to happen with Theo. He truly deserves someone better than... Ugh, I'm so sorry, guys. I just threw up in my mouth just a little bit. Sam. I give this episode a 7 for continuing strong character development and the story. But it better pay off soon, otherwise scores are only gonna get lower. And I'm disappointed we didn't get more answers about certain storylines like the AIDS pandemic and the Big Daddy storyline. But we did get to see the killer in the waiting room. That was one thing I did like. We got to get our first look at him, Mr. Whiteley. So, I mean, there's that. Lastly, the guy who plays the killer is incredibly chilling. So I do hope that they turn up the tension very soon. Now, guys, what did you think of episode 2 of AHS NYC? Let me know your rating and opinion in the comments. Beyond the Horror is my AHS live after show where I discuss the episode with my viewers. And I usually have guests. Come join me for the show. Links are in the description. I took time and researched the blackout of NYC 1977, the AIDS pandemic, and so forth, so you didn't have to. And I placed all that information in a handy little video. So catch up on the history of New York City with me while the show airs. AHS Weekly Wednesday live streams are every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you need plenty of AHS videos to binge on, check out my theory videos, my parodies. I mean, I have so many playlists right now for AHS. It's sane. That's right. It's sane, not insane. So for now, don't misbehave. Thank you so much for watching, and beware of our queen, Sexy Scathach.
Beware of Sexy Scathach.